that housewife that comes out and she's like, oh, it's the middle of the night and I've just been woken, but I'm in full glam, full peignoir. This is Flora's makeup tutorial, take 3, and action. Oh. Hello, hi, welcome back to the Chanel. Cute little insert of Chanel. Now, I'm gonna just cut right to the chase. We're just gonna get to the elephant in the room. I have not been posting every week. Escandalo, tragedy, so sad, I know. But it's too much for me. I will try my best from this point out to do every single week, but it might just become every other week or just whenever I feel like it. I've been putting a lot of pressure on myself for no reason. This is supposed to be fun. It has not been feeling very fun lately. So we're just gonna get right into it. Now I've already tweezed my brows. My brows are already tweezed. I did that off camera. If you tweeze your brows, you should be plucking them like in the direction the hair grows, and it's not as painful. It was not like I didn't have nearly as much breakage, but when you're gluing your brows down, you need to pluck your brows. Those of you out here going, why do I have oatmeal brow? What is this all oatmeal? Oh, I tried at 3 or 4 layers of glue. Girl, your ability to lay down the brow hairs relies on other brow hairs. So if you just have all these scraggly hairs out here in this area under the brow and behind it, of course they're not going to lay down flat and smooth. All these other ones are hair on top of hair on top of hair, like layering back. So you gotta pluck and get a concise shape first. You have to pluck first. Like, it doesn't have to be severe. I changed my entire brow shape, and this is what I use for drag, but I still glue down my brows to like snatch them a little and make sure they stay in place. Now the first step for gluing down the brows, already dropping stuff. The first step for gluing down the brows is you need to use an alcohol wipe or some kind of alcohol to wipe the brows and get them, you know, what you got to get rid of all the oils. I don't know another way to say that. You got to get rid of the oils on the hairs to make sure the glue is really gonna stick. This is obviously, again, more important for someone who's not using a natural brow. This is just to make sure mine lays in place and that I can like cover it a little bit at the bottom and adjust it as I feel. All right, now that we are all alcohol wiped our brows, we can glue. Now, I come from the Trixie school of drag, so we gon' let the glue stick a little bit, get her hydrated. I know, it's only going on my face, so don't judge me. And you gotta get it all over the brows. We're gonna do like 3 layers. I'm not gonna bore y'all with all of this. I'm just gonna do some of this on camera. I mean, most people I think already know how to glue down their brows. They might just struggle a little with like some oatmeal brow, and that's fine, you know? Some people like eating oatmeal. I don't, but they do.
Oh, great, a sense of humor. Customers love that. I don't, but they do.
And, you know, once you cover that brow all the way, you know, well, all the sides of the brow hairs, like, you gotta get under, over, side to side, back and forth. And then we have a comb. And we're just gonna comb it out flat and shape them however you like while they're, you know, drying, if you're gonna use your natural brow, or just comb them out all the way and keep them that way so they stay flat. I love how this is a makeup tutorial for my face, but like almost no drag queens use their natural brow. Oh, and then the important step is you gotta press it down. You gotta press down the hairs, like with a flat edge of some kind. Like, I'm literally gonna use my comb to like push it down. I feel like that's the part people don't tell you, is like, if you press it down like flat, it will like stay. It will stay. So alcohol and plucking, pluck those hairs, pluck those feathers. and press it down, and then wipe off the excess, do a few layers, and you're good to go. I'm gonna finish these off camera really quickly because I also forgot to get a rag to wipe off the excess, and then I'm going to be back and we'll continue with the makeup tutorial. So I'll be right back. So 4 layers of glue on there, letting that dry. We're gonna move on to the next step now, which is toning and priming the face. So I have this little bottle of toner. Fun. Just put a little in my hand, you know, or around, slap it on my face. I don't really quite know what this is for. Other than that, I think it helps with the pH of your skin so that the makeup will like react properly. I'm not totally sure. I just know Naomi Smalls talked about the fact that skincare is very important in the makeup and how it like lays on your face when she did Bob's. So I just really try to focus on my skin. Also, it's very important to protect your skin doing drag makeup because it's so heavy. Like, you need to protect your skin. You need to be using like primers and toners and like all that. And here I have the Kimchi, the FN primer, which I've been using like for a minute. And I really enjoy it. I just use like 2 little like squirts on my hands. I can't imagine you're meant to use more than that. And I don't want to overdo it. So this makeup, remember this light is very, very forgiving, and so is my camera. So just know that you guys are only seeing half the imperfections, if you can see any. Also, I am not a professional makeup artist. I think I've said that before on here. I'm not a professional. So if you're looking for a professional, go to Morphine Love Dion's page. She's great. I love her. All right. So once we've toned and primed, we move on to the underpainting, well, the color correcting for me. So we have this Kimchi Undercover Ho, and I just use my fingers for this because I don't want to like dedicate a brush to this. So I'll just like dip my pinky in and like put it on and then wipe off my pinky. So what I do is I use the orange color to cover like any hair follicles, I guess, in my face, like from my facial hair, like cover up any of that blueness. And then I say purple, it looks like more of like a blue, but it's really meant to be like a lavender. So I use that up here to like add some highlight and to hide like my bags right there because they're really bad. All right, now that I've underpainted, I've got some orange here, I've got some purple S here. I'm going to powder my brows and my whole face pretty much. And I use I love this powder. I use the Wet n Wild Photos Focus translucent powder. It's pretty good. It's pretty translucent, I would say. And I've never had an issue. Ooh, well, I'm spilling it. That's the issue. I'm clumsy. All right, now that we've let her bake for a minute, we are going to dust off our beautiful, lovely faces. I say this like you guys are following along. I mean, it would be nice to see someone, I guess, try to recreate my makeup, but like, I don't think my makeup has a specific vibe because it's on my face, I guess, but I think I could get someone to look like me. It's just the process would be different. Like, this would not be the process. It's gonna be different for each person. Oh, but do you guys see that, how it also kind of contours the jaw when I put the red on there, so I kind of live for that. All right, so now that I have some wet sponges, I have 3 sponges. You'll find out in a minute, but we're going to spot conceal any like major blemishes, and I'm also going to cover up the red a little bit, like just a light touch. Because, so yes, this is the Kimchi Chic sponge, and then we're gonna put on some foundation now that I've gotten some concealer on. This is the Kimchi like Chic foundation. I love how I'm like grasping for like a specific name. Like, it literally is just the Kimchi Chic foundation, I think. Like, do like a pump or 2, 3, because I might need it. Open my shirt because it's, I mean, if I have extra, I will like bring it all the way down to the chest, but I'm gonna put some on the chest anyways. So make sure you've given your concealer a minute, and then We go in, we start painting like it's Sherwin Williams, Sherwin Williams, Sherwin Williams, Sherwin Williams. I have
Puma shirt, Panther shirt. Puma shirt, Panther shirt. Puma shirt. Panther shirt.
no idea which one it is. Is it Sherwin or Sherman? Let me know in the comments. I probably, like, if I think about it enough, I probably would know. But I just cannot remember for the life of me which one it is. I also love how I'm really fully doing my forehead and, like, I'm wearing bangs. Like, I didn't really need to do my forehead. Blend this right away, obviously. We don't want any creases. And I was watching Lawrence on Trixie's channel, which has had it's had the takeovers, like, by everyone. Like, everyone's doing it. Like, Nymphia was on there. I think Plane was on there at some point, or I'm not sure, but Nymphia was on there, and Lawrence Chaney was, and she said right after you blend out your foundation is when you need to set it. You need to set it right away to avoid getting those creases. And I was like, bet. My response. Alright, so we're gonna dust off the powder up here and, like, on my nose, but we are not gonna take the powder off of my cheeks just in case there's, like, fallout and whatnot. Alright, so now I'm actually gonna take the Most concealer in white and do, like, underneath my brow right up here, essentially. Like, I use this like a primer for my eye, in all honesty, because I mean, it is white. It is some white makeup. Like, Kimchi was like, oh, you want white? I'll give you white, girl. So this is almost dry. I'm going to show you guys what colors we're using for the eye today. Obviously, you know, some classic combinations, some purple. I'm using I love how I'm using, like, all Trixie and Kimberly Chi products. Pretty much all of their products. I'm using the Rebound palette, which is one of my favorites. It was, like, the first Trixie Shadow palette that I got. And then we have Disco After Dark and Solid Pink Disco, which are both lovely. I know you're like, why are you using so many? It's because we're using the black and the Rendezvous from Disco After Dark. And then I want to use, I think, Boots and Cats on the lid. And then I'm going to use the purple in Rebound. Ooh, look powdery. So that's very fun. And then I will get to the, you know, bottom portion of my face. So that's what is it? Glass Call and Rendezvous by Trixie. Fun. I feel like I could add a little bit more of this purple up here. Really make it pop. Make it pop. Big, nasty drag queen makeup. Ew. Ew. I don't know why I keep saying ew. I don't know. I watched this clip of Nina Bonita Brown living for Sasha Colby, and I feel like after that I was just like, oh, okay. We say ew now. Alright, we are gonna cut my crease. So fun. So I have one of these Trixie brushes. If we're gonna start naming them, I guess I can. The P03. And we have this Wet n Wild Fantasy Makers paint pot in white. This is what I use to cut my crease most of the time. Sometimes I use that Kimchi palette, but it just depends on, like, what I'm going for. Honestly, I'm terrible at finding where my crease is. I just do that thing where you just put it on your eye. Oh, I'm not even the camera. I do that thing where you put it on your eyelid and then you open and then you see, like, where it goes, because I have very deep set eyes. When I try to do, like, a big smooth motion, you see that when my eyes are open you can barely see it, so I need to go bigger. So I've definitely gone over my 1 hour timer, but that's also because I'm filming and stuff and, like, taking little breaks It's not like I'm on Drag Race, like spending like solid 45 minutes just sitting here like doing my makeup and kikiing with the girls. We've cut the crease, lovely. Now step 100, 599. You know, no, I don't know what step it's on. Maybe I'll put a little counter over here. Could we even count these steps? I don't know, girl. I'm gonna do my black liner, which I just take some of this Wet n Wild Painter's Pot in black, and I put it on, you guessed it, my eyelid. And I open. And that tells me how high to paint it. Because all of this is getting lost when I open, you know, so we just open up, see where we go. Alright, looking good, feeling gorgeous. Dun.
Looking good, feeling gorgeous.
I think about that talent show a lot. So now we're going to get onto the bottom eye. Oh, I need to finish this with a little bit of. I wanted to finish this with a little bit of Boots and Cats on the lid. This is like a lot of fallout. This is a fallout heavy color. I think it's just designed that way. Just a little bit of like glitter on there, essentially. Ooh, shiny, so shiny. Yeah, I don't want to overdo it. I probably shouldn't do too much. Like I said, this is a very loose powder. I think it's designed this way. I don't think I got like a bad batch. I legitimately just think that this shade is meant to be looser to get like a good amount on there. Alright, so now we're gonna do the bottom liner. Usually I'd use the pencil for, or not pencil, usually I wouldn't use the pencil for this. I could use the pencil for this. We're gonna use the pencil first to really like get in there. Because you want to get that waterline. Like all the waterline, all the way to this corner edge. My makeup in reality is my mother's face, not my drag mother's face, but my real mother's face, because I feel like I look like her more in drag. And two, it is my natural features just amplified. I love how like the corner, like the outer corner of an eye will be like a little lighter, like that has that like brightness to it, you know what I mean? And that's definitely why I do the open eye on the bottom. Because like drag is about creating new features, but it's also about using like what you have. Like don't shy away, like, you know, and you can incorporate parts of your natural face as in like the idea of that thing. Like I love the way that Lux contours her nose, actually. That's like one of those things where it's like you are altering your face, but you're enhancing it at the same time. All right, so the Trixie Player One Play Pigment is not intended. It's not intended to be in the waterline. Thus, I am not going to put it in my waterline. That's why I use the pencil, but also because it's just easier to put that first. So we gotta get under the lashes here. I usually carry that all the way to the end. This is also one of those brushes that comes with, or not comes with, but it was part of the release, I guess you could say. And it's okay if this gets messy. And I like to bring it all the way back. Woo! That's cute, honey. Alright, so I've gotten the area. If I miss any spots, I'll just go back in after I get the liner on there and just fill them in. And usually I use this Trixie brush. If you've seen anything on this channel, you know I love this Trixie brush. It's like it just has this like way of moving, like this whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. But the thing is, I think I need to clean this a little bit. I think I need to clean her. I think she's not doing as good as she usually would be. I wanted to make this makeup like a combination of me doing the most, but also like what I would do to get out the door and look good. I mean, usually when I go to a gig, I don't paint my face all at once, so it's a little different, but the idea is similar, you know? So I want to add like the frills and the pizzazz, but I also like need to get through the makeup and like live my life and you know, go watch Big Brother. Ooh, I'm actually really living for this season of Big Brother. And if anybody has answers on what exactly was going on with like Selena S. Titties and like those other people who were like in the house as well, but not on the show, I would love to know. Alright, so now we're going in with the pencil after I've gone in with that black shade from the Disco After Dark. And this is just to sharpen it up. Okay, we can add a little bit of purple on the bottom. I think like a little touch. Okay, yeah. That helps sells it, let's be real. I think so, at least. You can fight me on that in the parking lot, Diva. Oh. One of my coworkers just tried to call me. I know exactly what she's calling me about anyways. So I'll just text her in a minute when I pause filming. I was about to be like, another spam call again? This might not even make the cut. I love saying things and talking about things that might not even be on the episode. Like, I'm just trying to fill the time. Bam, eye makeup's pretty much done. Okay. Hello, Christine.
Wait, I can try Dorky. Let's do Dorky.
Action.
Hello. Hi, Christine.
I think about that all the time. Angie's hilarious. Ooh, all right, I saw my coworker's text. It's good. Not that she's gonna watch this. Or, I mean, and who knows? This might not even make it into the cut. I'm over an hour into this, y'all. Got my Alyssa's Go-Go juice right here. And we're ready to go. Alright, the next steps. So, my eyes are done. The powder is brushed off of my face. I have underpainted. I think from here, there's not really much more. I just have to contour my cheeks and my nose, and then do my lips, and get in full drag. That'll be fun. Woo! Thorgy Thor. I know that Thorgy Thor energy though. Where's she at?
Ow! I think I just broke my ankle doing that.
Oh, I haven't been giving that many makeup tips. Good makeup tip, always keep tweezers on hand because you will get something stuck on your face, or you might have like extra hairs and you need to get it off without messing up your makeup. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with some liquid, some cream. So we have the Sunset Tina shade of the Trixie bronzer stick things. These, and then I have Sweetie of the cream blush, which is nice. I usually just put this right on my face. I think I'm gonna use a brush for this. I try to use, I either put it on my face and I use a brush, or I just use a brush. So we're gonna use the blush first, actually. Alright, so I think that's good. I usually just go in with liquids, creams, like this. And then to really make sure they like pop, I'm gonna set them with a powder in a similar color, where that just works for me. Oh, that blush already, ooh, that looks so good. I understand Trixie Mattel now, guys. I understand her obsession with blush. I get it. So now we're gonna go in with this bronzer. This color is like a little darker than I would like actually use if I was like doing this in the real world. But this is more for contouring than anything else. This is just to get like a little effect. I feel like already that's like, ooh, wow. Work cheekbones, because it's the underpainting plus this plus powder like really gives you dimension, and then you add some highlight and you're good to go. I want to bring the blush a little more towards the front of my face. All right, so I try not to overdo it. Sometimes in drag less is more. Sometimes you don't need to like absolutely like cut the crease like to the gods and like, no, like it's about giving an illusion. If you have like the darkest like penetration dark mark, like it's not gonna look natural. Oh, I should do my jawline too. I just try to do this corner of the jaw back here. Oh, that's a little high. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with my powder blush and my powder contour. It's not really contour, it's also a blush actually, but two things can be true. So this is a Violet Voss Peachy Peachy Perfect. Peachy Perfect. Now we go in with this Wet n Wild. This is the lid of it, I know. This Wet n Wild. It's like zombie blush. I don't even think they sell it anymore. I had to buy one on Amazon. You guys don't understand. I love this product, so I had to get it. Snatched. Wow, looks great. Gagged. Gaggaroony. Alright, now I'm gonna do a little bit on my nose. I usually use this like bigger brush to get like the general, like I'll do like a little down there on the bottom, and then around the side. Start snatching my nose, and then I go in with this little brush. This is one of those little tricksy brushes. I can barely see what it is. P05. You know. I keep saying EO. See, there it is again. Oops, I did it again. Now, usually I like a very snatched nose, so I take a little bit of this powder. And I just shape my nose out, like just down the sides, like bring it in down from the eyebrow. And then I take what is technically like an under eye, like for your waterline type of thing, this like off-white color, and I use it to really snatch my nose. So drag tip, it's very handy to have a like eyeliner type of waterline pencil like this that is in your skin tone, because if there are blemishes, like if you mess up or have something and you need to cover it, these like definitely has like some coverage to it. Like she thick. I think I got this at like freaking Primark though. I don't know. Yeah, like this. What brand is this? I couldn't even tell you what brand this is. PS Coal Eye. I don't know. If I could find that, I'll let y'all know. But I just do a little dot on the nose. And I like boop it with my finger, just like whoop, and just like snatches my nose up. So yeah, this is how I've been doing my nose contour for like the longest time. I blend it out with my finger because that's easy. Like, so yeah. Cute snatched nose. The reason that this is one of my favorite things to use as contour is because it has like, it's just this like kind of brown translucent shade that's like very buildable and whatnot. It's so odd. Like there's a reason I had to buy some off Amazon, y'all. Like it's because I needed to have it. Like I did need to have it. I'm sorry, it's non-negotiable. And now I'm going to draw on my brows, because yes, I still fill in my brows a little bit. It's not very complicated. All I do is just fill in my natural brow shape a little bit. Oopsie, just a little fill in there and a little extension at the end maybe. All right, bam. Brow filled. That's fun. Other brow. Maybe I should start using a Sharpie. So these Drag Race girls be using Sharpies, girl. And they be looking good. So we're gonna do the lips, which are gonna take us 5 seconds. Not 5 seconds. It takes me 5 seconds. I don't know about you. I think I left it in my last video how I do this anyway, so I'm not gonna focus too much on the lips, but usually I sketch it out with this light pink pencil first, and then I go in with my darker color, and then just fill it in with lipstick. Easy peasy. Ooh. And again, I've unintentionally opened this Kimchi pencil sharpener, so, you know. Maybe it's not me. Maybe it's the pencil sharpener. But it's still a really good pencil sharpener. Like, I haven't had any issues, really, other than just that. Alright. So now we're going to go in with our darker color. Alright, so with this darker color, we do the same thing, you know, do the edge all the way around, do the little up part. This is the only part of makeup I cannot talk during, like, at all. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to reline these lips in a second after I put on the lipstick, but we're gonna put on the lipstick. This is the Kimchi lipstick in Cotton Candy. That's pretty much the whole look. The only thing I have left to do is pop on some lashes and get in full drag. So I'm gonna do that off camera. And then I'll be right back. Alrighty, and now we are in full glitzy, glamorous, beautiful drag. I have my vintage peignoir set on. I have this new wig that I got from Cosplay Wigs. It's not laid down, so if you see lace, keep it to yourself. I'm not laying this wig down. I'm not going anywhere, but you know, she's cute. Oh, my jewels, and I finally have nails on. We're going to finish this look up very quickly with a little bit of highlight, which I did not put on before. I thought we should put it on in full glam. See, it's hard to talk to me when I'm like this. I'm just like Alyssa Edwards, like fully distracted. A little on the nose. Fun. And then the lip situation. So I was thinking about using the Stay the Night, but I think we're going to use this lip gloss that I love, the Prism. Or just Prism. I don't know. Wow. I really feel like Sophie Chikensky? I don't know how to say it, but in Two Broke Girls, what is it? Why can't I think of her name? Oh, you look like the 4th of July. Jennifer Coolidge, that's who it was.
Oh, it's just Sophie.
Just Sophie? That was the name of my talk show in Poland.
Alright, so I'm actually gonna put this like straight on my lip from the container. Like, because I don't want to get my hands dirty and I don't want too much. I just need a little. You see that? This is Willem's makeup. Alright, I caved. I used my finger. I probably used more than I needed, to be fair. Didn't need too much. It's just to add that little pizzazz. This look in my mind is like, oh no, I'm a housewife and I was totally asleep. I wasn't in full glam at all, and I've come out of the house because there was a car alarm going off, or one of the neighbors' houses was on fire, or Literally any of those reasons. Just like that housewife that comes out and she's like, oh, it's the middle of the night and I've just been woken, but I'm in full glam, full peignoir. Ooh, peep the nails. I painted these myself. I did the hair. I made these are false bangs actually. This is a lace front. But I put bangs on. I styled this wig. Yeah, I did a lot for this look. You'd be surprised how much I worked for this actually. So now that I finally finished this beautiful makeup, I'm going to pose for the thumbnail. I've learned you need to pose for the thumbnail. Pose for the thumbnail, darling. So now that this is all done, thank you for watching this until the end. Thank you for supporting my little Chanel. If you'd like to continue watching me, subscribe. If you'd like to follow me on social media, I am Flora Demand on everything. Instagram, TikTok, here on YouTube. So literally just Flora Demand. If you'd like to keep watching, please subscribe. I will see you next time on Flora Friday. Goodbye.
Ain't no party like a cha-cha party, cause a cha-cha party go hard.